So the update is done. So let me log into the root. So here we have a file on internet. What is the command to download the file from internet? Wget. So give wget and copy the link from here. So you will get the repository. Have you got the repository? Actually, if you remember, we need to put on Jenkins also, we have put our repository on etc mrepos.t. So the next step, we are going to do that. If you see this, are we moving this repository to etc mrepos? So give the command like this, move Jfrog to /etc m.repos.d. So this is where actually now under repositories. So the next thing we need to do is we need to update, because we have installed Jfrog, right? So there will be some new packages that is written to the Jfrog. So once we need to update, and after that we need to Jfrog Artifactory OSS. We need to install this one. If you see now, while I am giving yum update -y, you will receive some Jfrog things here. Are you seeing this Artifactory? Previously, if you update, nowhere you will repository on your local. That's it. So it will take some time. Yeah, so nothing packages to update here. So we need to install Jfrog Artifactory. So give the command yum install Artifactory. Oh, sorry. Wait a second. Jfrog. Wait a second. This keyboard is not working properly. Jfrog Artifactory -os. Artifactory packages we are installing. So previously we have got the repository only, but now we are installing the Artifactory package. So once you install the package, by default the Artifactory service is not going to run. So what we need to do there? Start the service, just like Jenkins, same Jenkins, okay? And one more thing, you can install Artifactory on so many ways, but among them, this is the most easiest way. Okay, I'm telling. Okay, so the Artifactory is completely installed now. So by default, the Artifactory service is not going to start. If you want to give systemctl, give the status command. No, first of all, check the status. So services are now inactive. So to make it active, what we need to do now? So give the start command. So now the service is going to be started. Remember, for Artifactory, we don't require anything. Like we don't require Java or Python, we don't require. But when you are working with Sonarqube, definitely we install Java. It is mandatory there, okay? But for Artifactory, we don't require any of the special packages. So we have started the Artifactory, and after that, we need to check the status. So Artifactory. So what is the port number for Jfrog, guys? 8081. So copy the public IP address, paste it over here, and give the port number of. So now the Artifactory is going to run. So by default, it will ask the username and password. Both are admin. Okay. I think it's admin password, or let me check it. So now are you seeing the Jfrog dashboard? So give the username as admin and password is password, I think so. Why this keyboard is not working? Admin and yeah, done. So the password only. Okay. So get started. So it is asking for the new password because you are logging with default password, right? So you need to switch to root one of the new password. Hit it enter. So click on next. If you don't want to perform all of this, okay, you need to skip. You can use this directly or you can skip on next. Next. So skip proxy we don't require as of now. Skip, finish. So now you will be able to log into your Artifactory Jfrog. So this is how you are going to set up, but I will cover some few basic topics. Okay. For example, if you want to create a repository on Artifactory, if you see, we can use Maven for build as well as Docker for build. Can we place Maven and no, we will maintain separate repositories, right? So let's start with how to create the repository. Click on the repository, go to the repositories here. So here by default, you will see only one repository. It is the default repository. What it is? So here, click on add repositories. It will asking add to local repository or remote or virtual. I want local repo only. If you want to click on, like if you want to add remote, click on remote. Okay. So here, what type of package you are going to have? Maven only. If you see Docker, Docker is not available. That means it is for premium version, not for us. Okay. Click on Maven. So the repository name is Maven repo 1. Okay. It is asking that like general settings. It is the Maven 2 default setting. Yeah, definitely need to enable this one. Public description. This is artifacts. It is visible for publicly only. But internal description means once you enter into the artifact, then only you are able to see it. So, for example, give this is for Zomato. Because like when we have multiple clients, right? So publicly we will take this is for Maven artifact. Inside, if you go for artifact, what you will see here, this is for Zomato. Okay, that's it. And create local repository. Now the local repo is going to create. Are you creating the local repo now? Open this local repo. Do you have any files here? No. It is the basic information. And if you go for advanced, there will be some other properties. Okay. And replications, like how you want to replicate this one. Okay. If you want to learn about this, you need to go for this side. Into the replication part. So here you can see like how to replicate this one and how to work all of these packages. So this is how to create your Maven like a repository on Jfrog. Is it clear for you now? How to create the repository? Okay. For example, if you want to create users, click on user management, go to users. By default, you have 2 users. How many? One is admin. Second one is currently we are on which user? So same like if you remember on Jenkins, we have created multiple users and given permission, right? Same Artifactory also going to work like that. We will create multiple users and we will give the permissions as per the requirement. Click on new user. Username is I am creating Raham. What it is? Is my Gmail. And if you don't want this user to enable UA, so if you click here, disable UA access, he wouldn't have the user interface access. He will just log in. Okay. So I am disabling the user access. So password I am giving for this user is So password I have given, and it is asking to add on any group for this user. I'm not going to add this user on any group as of now. I'm only creating the particular user called Raham. Okay. So click on save now. So currently you will have the new user. Wait. Some fields, wait a second. Password must be equal. Okay. So now are you seeing the Raham user then? So realm means like actually the real meaning of realm means it is kingdom actually. Okay. Meaning of realm is actually kingdom, but here the artifact. Okay. So how many groups he is a part of? One. By default, he will be the one group he will be allocating to. So now log out from the admin. So login as Raham. What it is telling? Why it is coming? Because we have disabled this user access for the particular user. He will have the login permission, but he can't even see the user interface. Okay. This is how you can set up the permissions for user. Even you can give the read user access permission and write permission for the users. Okay. So again, give me a second. Actually, I forgot the password. 1 second. Okay, so finally I got my password. So I'll log into this Jfrog now. If someone we don't know the password, so where we should get the username and password, you will have your configuration file actually. You can get it on configuration. Okay. So this is your artifactory, cd/etc artifact. Okay, so after that, like this is the thing we need to do on Jfrog. Said like if you want to create groups, you can create groups. So I'm giving the permissions directly. So what kind of permission this user want? So by default, how many users you have? 2 users. First of all, we need to create the permission and then we can add the permission to the user. So click on new permission. Permission name is all permissions. Okay. Click on the user part. Okay. So here, are you seeing this plus symbol? Click, drop him here. Okay. Click on OK. So now Raham user will get these permissions. What he will get? Yes. So actually, if you see here, it is telling that this user will not be saved in permission target because this user is having already disabled access, right? So first of all, we need to go to user again, discard this one, click on the Raham user, and here we need to disable this one and click on save now. Go to the same permissions now. Previously, you are not able to give him any permission, right? Permission name is all. Click on selected users. Click on Raham. Okay. Now, are you able to see it again? Read permission. Can I able to give? Why I'm not able to give? If you click this one, no permissions are given. Permissions we haven't given. So click on cancel one more time. Discard. First of all, are you seeing this anything now? It is having some of the default permissions. We even not able to create a new one. We can use the existing one actually. Are you seeing these permissions for all of you here? So here it is having read permissions, and if you want to click on manage permissions, it is going to give all permissions for me. So here click on select user and drop down Raham here. Click on OK. Now Raham will get all these permissions. Why it is not getting? There is a small thing we need to remove. There is one or more user with no permission selected. Okay. So go to this one and remove this one. Click on plus. Okay. Click on OK now. Click on delete and click on read. Can you give it now? Because there you have selected multiple options, right? So it is not going to give permission for multiple users. But can you give it by one? Can we able to give it or not? So this is how you can give the permissions. So previously when I log in from the Raham, am I able to log in? But let me try it one more time. Raham. Previously you don't have able to see the user interface, right? But are you able to see it now? See, you don't have all permissions here. Are we having all permissions? No, we have some restricted permissions. Why? Because we have given only few permissions, read only permissions. We haven't given manage permissions. So that's so clear for now how to use the artifact. Remember, as a fresher, you don't have any source to work on Jfrog. They don't even give access for you. It is for the people who are having some large experience up to 4 or 5+ years. Okay, it's not for you, but if you have some knowledge, it will be beneficiary for you. Okay, so it is our first thing for today. What we have seen today on the first topic, Jfrog is nothing but artifactory tool. Okay, what is meaning of artifactory? Final product. And what is the port number for Jfrog? 8081. Okay. So what is the default username and password? Admin and password. Perfect. So the second thing we are going to cover today is Sonarqube. What we are going to cover? This one where I have Sonarqube. Yeah, here it is. So this Sonarqube as well as this Jfrog, I am putting on the same file. So Jfrog and Sonarqube. So let's understand something about your Sonarqube. Okay. So Sonarqube is also known as Sonar initially. Okay. It is an open source platform developed by Sonar Source for the continuous inspection of code quality. So if someone wants to see the code quality, how the code is performing and how to find out the bugs, the main thing we are working on is Sonarqube only, because it will find all the bugs there. Next, to perform automatic reviews of static code analysis of code to detect bugs, code smells, and security vulnerabilities of 20+ programming language. For example, in your and if you want to find out the quality of the code, the thing which we are going to use is Sonarqube only. It can support maximum up to how many languages? 20+ programming languages. Sonarqube offers reports on duplicate code, coding standards, unit testing, code coverage, code complexity, comments, bug and security recommendations. So that means it is going to provide you the report if the code is not working properly, if the code is having some bugs, if code is having some issues to fix, it is going to generate a report, what we call a report for us. So from that report, not we, developers are going to work actually. Developers and testers will have lot of work to do from here, but as a DevOps engineer, we must have minimum knowledge on it. Okay, but main things coming to it from the developer end and tester ending only. So Sonarqube is available for free under the GNU, Lesser General Public License, and enterprise. So that means we can use Sonarqube freely as well as paid version. If we go for the paid version, we will have high availability. What we have? That means we can maintain on 2 different regions. High availability means multiple regions. Sorry, not multiple regions, not multiple availability zones actually. Okay. So the advantages are it will detect if any errors and alert us and raise the quality of the code. Sustainability is more. Okay. And productivity, it will increase the developer skills, because when you're having a lot of bug, right, developer is going to report these bugs. Okay. So at that time, you are going to auto correct it. So it is going to improve the developer skills for now. Next, after that, scale with business needs. If you want to scale up this Sonarqube, you can scale it up as per your understanding. Enable continuous code quality management and define an incremental. All these are not required, what I am telling. Faster innovation and reduce risk with. All these are not really need for you. Okay. I have just prepared this note for my understanding, but I will give it to you. But if someone asks the advantages, tell 3 advantages. One is detection alerts. Second one is raise quality. Third one is, no, not that one. Enable continuous code quality management. These 3 are major. If you want to remember any other, you can remember it. So if you want to integrate this Sonarqube, you can integrate. Even Jfrog also you can integrate. Sir, how we can integrate this Sonarqube with other kind of tools? First of all, built-in integration with most used build tools, like which enables in most case for no configuration approach. You can integrate Sonarqube with Jenkins. You can integrate with Azure DevOps. You can integrate with TeamCity and Bamboo. All these are your integration tools. What it is? Sonarqube is your code quality analysis tool. So we can integrate Sonarqube with the next. Support for numerous source code management. For example, when you are integrating it with some of the integration tools, we need to send the source code, right? Without source code, how can we integrate this? So source code management, we have a number of types. Git, SVN, Mercurial, all these are a number of types. So it is going to support all these number of types. Okay. So this is somewhat about of Sonarqube. Sonarqube is only used for code quality tool. It will check the code quality. Okay. You can integrate Sonarqube with any integration tool, and it will support the source code management like Git, Mercurial, SVN, like this. So installation part, the main thing we need to have on installation part is we need to have Java OpenJDK 11. What we need to have? You can use, but on real time, remember, we can't use this one separate combinedly. No. We can't use that combinedly. So real time, they will have some separate servers for it. But for practical, we can do it on the same server. So I'm using my same server. First of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to install OpenJDK 11. What I'm going to install? Before that, let me install EPEL. Tell me the command to install EPEL. Amazon, Linux, extras. So first of all, it is going to install the EPEL. So from there, you can install the Java OpenJDK 11. So your EPEL is installed now. After that, what you need to install? Just remove this EPEL and give Java-OpenJDK 11. So it will install the Java 11 version. So once the Java 11 version is installed, we need to get this zip file, because inside this zip file, we are having your Sonarqube. Okay. All the package of Sonarqube is going to be presenting on this zip file only. So copy this link, and which command we need to use to get this one? wget full form webget. So now this Java is also installed. So we are going to get the Sonarqube zip format. So by using which command we can get it? wget. So give the command w, paste this one. So you will have your zip format now. So how to unzip this one? Unzip, give S tab. If you give S tab, Sonarqube will be directly going to there. So now is the Sonarqube unzipping itself? Give ls. So go to cd Sonarqube. Are you seeing all the files now? Bin file, logs file, web file, data file. Are you seeing this one? So now there is a folder called configuration. Conf. Go to inside cd conf. You will find two files. How many files? One is Sonar properties. Second one is your wrapper properties. Are you seeing this one? So we need to edit both these files, because if you want to connect to the Sonarqube, we need to modify the Sonarqube file. And this wrapper.config is you are going there. What you are going to do? So give VIM Sonar properties. If you go to here, so here the Sonar JDBC username is Sonarqube. Okay, I am giving it as Sonarqube. And it is also Sonarqube. So the username and password I have given it as Sonarqube and Sonarqube. So remember, by default is Sonarqube database port will run on 9092. Where it will run? If you want to change it, you can give 9093. It's up to your choice. If you want to change it, you can change it. Or if you want to let it alone, you can let it alone. So the first thing is we have given Sonarqube database properties. We have given the database username and database password. Both are Sonarqube. Third one we have given is database port number. So from which port number you are going to connect to the Sonarqube database. So if we scroll down a bit, are you seeing this web server now? So if you scroll down a bit here, we need to change few properties. What we need to change? So Sonar web host, we need to uncomment this one. Okay. And after that, Sonarqube context. So that means if you want to run the Sonarqube, and if you want to make it up and running, we need to run a script. Okay. The script is /sonar. Okay. And the port number, default port number is 9090, not it's 9000. Okay. So everything is configured up to now. So you can save this file now. SS for authentication, we don't require. LDAP also we don't require. Save this one now. So Sonar properties we have given database name, database password, database port number, and as well as the connection we have given it open. That means 0.0.0. That means we can connect from anywhere. And which script we want to run? No, which script? /Sonarqube. Okay. And after that, what is the port number for Sonarqube? 9000. Okay. So give the command find /name Java. So for Java, we default have some path. Are you seeing this path? So we need to give this path to the wrapper.config. We need to give this path to the vim wrapper.config. And on the fourth line, remove this Java here and give this path as it is. Is it done? That's it, and save this file. That's enough. So your configuration is done. Okay, if you want to cross verify, like while practicing, if you want to cross verify, go to here and you can see the entire thing what we have done here. Okay, it is for your cross verification I have mentioned here. So after that, what we need to do is we need to go to the home path and we need to copy this Sonarqube to the home EC2 user. We need to copy this to the. So currently we are normal on root directory. Are we seeing this Sonarqube? move Sonarqube or else CP. Just give CP. CP Sonarqube. I am copying it to /home EC2 user. Wait a second. We need to give -r because subdirectories, right? So give -r. Is it copied now? Give logout. Give LL. Are you seeing this Sonarqube now? But here we need to have EC2 username and EC2 group name for this Sonarqube directory. So we need to change the permission, right? What is the command we need to give? ch own or mod? ch own only. Ch own EC2 user colon EC2 user. It is for user part. It is for group part. So you need to give this to Sonarqube. What it is telling again? Because it will contain again subdirectories, right? -r. What is line telling? So the reason is here you need to give for copy and move commands you can give smaller, but for the changing permission we need to give capital R. Wait a second. It is not. Wait a second. ch1-r EC2 user. Okay. Sorry. Actually, I have given this one. Sudo I need to give, right? Sudo. Is it done now? So the thing I forgot is like I haven't given the sudo here because I am an EC2 user. So now go to this directory cd Sonarqube. Here inside you will haul as EC2 user access only. cd bin, and inside bin there is a Linux folder. Go to here and there are a few scripts here. Are you seeing sonar.sh? It is actually a script. What it is? Run this script sonar.sh and give console. What we need to give? Because here you will have a lot of properties to run here. Okay. So give console only. Console. Hit enter. So Sonarqube is going to running now. It will take 1 or 2 minutes. So wait for it. Once your Sonarqube is up and running, we can connect to the dashboard by using which port number? 9000. And 9093 is for database. Is 8080 port works or not? If you want to make it work, you need to change the configuration file. You see here, application is started. So it is using the default administrator credentials. Okay. Agent is failed, but it's okay. We can ignore this agent failing. Okay. So the Sonarqube is up and running. So now we can connect to the dashboard. Sir, how to connect to the dashboard? Go to your instance and you need to copy the public IP address. And here we need to give the 9000 and /Sonarqube. You need to give this one to connect. So is it Sonarqube loading now? And login, it will ask some default credentials. So login, we can give it as, wait a second, admin. Admin is your username and password. For Jfrog, it is admin password. Sonarqube admin. So give the old password and try to change the new password. Click on update. So now you will be connected to the Sonarqube. Clear for now? This is how you can set up the Sonarqube. So on today's class, what we have seen, setting up the Jfrog, and after that, Sonarqube. Jfrog is your artifactory tool. What it is? Sonarqube is your code quality tool. Port number for Jfrog is Sonarqube Do you have any requirement for prerequisite for Sonarqube? Java install. But Jfrog, do we have any prerequisite? Doesn't require. Enough. Okay. So here you are going to check, but actually it is not our part. It is the part of the testers and developers. Okay. Click on add project. Click on manually. Project key is 123. Display name also 123. So click on setup. So are you seeing the project now? Previously we don't have any project, but we have the project now. So click on Raham. It is asking for the token. So click on generate. It is telling that the token we can't identify it because do we have Raham user any? Do you have any user created? No, because if you observe, the token is used to identify when an analysis is performed, it's been compromised. You can rework it at any time. So click on user account. So from there you can generate the token. Okay. So it is how you can generate the token. So token name is, for example, token ABC. Click on generate. Or you can getting this token. Click on copy here. Now you can get your token. So from this token, you can log in to the repository and you can see the code quality performance when it is performed. Okay. Click on update. Password. Okay. Like if you don't give also, it will perfect. So click on profile. It is your admin and there are some group and there are some SCM accounts as well. SCM account means if you want to integrate the source code, you can use this SCM account. Clear for now? This is the way how you can set up the Sonarqube. Jfrog is done. And after that, Sonarqube is done. So let's go with LAMP setup. Today is entirely setup part only. What it is? Anyone know LAMP setup? No? What is the LAMP setup? Yes, Linux, MySQL and PHP. So the meaning of LAMP is L for Linux, A for Apache, M for and P for PHP. So these called as your LAMP setup. LAMP setup, if you find it on directly, if you go for Amazon documentation, you will find that LAMP setup. But it is going to take a lot of time. Okay. Majorly on real time, LAMP setup is always going to be performed on Ubuntu machines. Which machines? Major work is for the LAMP setup on Ubuntu only. Even if you want to use Red Hat, you can use Red Hat. If you don't want Red Hat, you can use Ubuntu as well. So this Artifactory and code quality tools we have covered on Amazon Linux. So now we are going to cover virtualization as well as your LAMP setup on the Ubuntu machines. Okay, it won't take much time. Actually, there are 10 commands only. It will be done very soon. Let me launch an instance for you. Click on launch instance. LAMP, I'm giving it as. So here I am selecting the Ubuntu 20. Okay, don't use 22 version because it is having some bugs till now. I will use the recommended 20th version of Ubuntu. Where the 20th version? Ubuntu 22. I want 20 here. Click on select and T2 micro is enough. Keep it. Don't use me. All. Launch now. So now you will work on your Ubuntu. So let's wait for the connection. Click on new terminal. CD desktop and key pairs. Go to SH client. Click on this one and connect here. So now you will be able to connect. Okay. So first of all, while log into the Ubuntu machine, what is the first thing we need to do? Sudo apt update -y. And after update, we need to give upgrade. So LAMP setup I'll have here. Let me copy the LAMP setup. I will copy all this on single file. Okay, it will be helpful for you while practicing. So Jfrog, and here I am pasting the LAMP setup. So first of all, let me tell you what is LAMP. In the meanwhile, let me upgrade this one. It will take some time. After update, what we need to do? Upgrade. So it will take at least 2 minutes to upgrade. So see this one. LAMP installation means Linux, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. P means here Perl, PHP, or Python, whatever we can say, but mostly we use PHP here. Are so popular for Ubuntu. Which machines? Ubuntu machines. There is a philanthropy of open source applications written using LAMP stack application. That means if you take some famous application like Wikipedia, you know, right? Wikipedia as well as some other some of the famous application entirely built on LAMP setup only. So that's the reason LAMP is one of the major importance on your DevOps. Okay, LAMP means Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP. Linux is the OS, Apache is the web server, MySQL is the database, and PHP means Python or PHP, like any of this programming language. Okay. One of the advantage of LAMP is substantial flexibility for different database. Here you can use the different kind of databases. You can use a different kind of web servers, and scripting languages also you can use as per your requirement. Okay. So if you want to substitute MySQL with any of the database, you can use PostgreSQL. Okay. And after that, SQLite. And if you want to replace Python, like PHP, you can use Python, Perl, and Ruby for PHP alternatives. Okay. And if you want to replace Apache, you can use Nginx and Cherokee and Lite HTTP. These are your alternatives. Okay. If you want to replace LAMP setup, you can use this kind of setup. If you do it on Linux, it is LAMP. If you do it on Windows, WAMP. Okay, that's it. So the upgradation is done. Let me log into the root now. So we are on which user now? So here you need to perform some commands. So first of all, we need to install the web server. What is our web server here? So -y. So now you will install the Apache. What is the difference between apt and apt-get? Progress bar, it won't show. After Apache is done. Okay, Linux, Apache, LAMP, Linux we have created, OS, and Apache is installed. M means MySQL. So we need to install. So directly use this command apt install MySQL server -y. It is going to install the MySQL server. It is your database. What it is? So on LAMP, L for Linux is done, setup. M for MySQL, sorry, A for Apache is done. M for MySQL is also. And lastly, P for. So we need to install what now? PHP. So you can directly give this one, sudo my. So here you can use this command before this command, or you can also use this software as well. Here, first of all, you can use this command. Okay. Or after setting of your password also, you can give this one. For example, if you want to give the password for your root user, this is the SQL query. What it is called as? Does anyone know SQL here? SQL. You know query, right? What is the meaning of query? Yeah. Same like Linux, we use commands here to get the output. But on database, if you want to get the output, you need to run the queries there. Okay. So log into MySQL now by using sudo MySQL command. Sudo MySQL. So you are on MySQL terminal now. Are you seeing this one? What you are seeing here? You are setting your root password with my secret password. What you are setting up here? Use this one. Oh, sorry, I haven't copied that one. But here the thing is, here you need to change this one. Single quote. So here the root password alter user. You are altering the root user at the rate of localhost you are using. Okay. Identified with MySQL native password. So your password is now my secret password. Hit enter. Exit now. So now are you exited or not? So you're out of the terminal. So everything is done and we need to install PHP, right? So apps install PHP and lib Apache 2. It is the sum of the dependencies. So for PHP, we have Apache dependency as well as we have, check this one. So once this is installed, your LAMP version is completely up and running. It is very, very small thing actually. It won't take even 3 minutes for it, okay? But even though it is a concept actually. So I got a query from one of the online people. Problem, what problem? Okay, so now we install Linux setup is done on LAMP. After that Apache we have installed, right? Give Apache 2- version. Are you seeing the Apache version? And give PHP --. Are you seeing PHP? After that we have seen MySQL, right? MySQL -- version. Are you able to see the MySQL version? So everything is done now. So what is the default path for Apache? Default path. CD var www HTML. Haven't we seen this? Index.html, you have seen it now. Give ls. Are you seeing index.html here? So that means already we have some predefined code here. So give cat index.html. There is some default code for it. Okay. So how to connect to this one? So copy your public IP address of Ubuntu machine and paste it on any of the browser. Are you seeing it? This is the default web page. Okay, everything is default. If you want to change your source code, go to here and give vam index.html. Okay, or else let me remove this one and create new index.html and vim index.html. Oh, sorry. Okay, we can move it, don't worry. So give the h1 tag and write this is created by Raham sir. And try to modify this source code. Escape shift : I'm sorry. So this is index.hrml actually. We need to rename it. Move index.hrml to index.html. So do nothing here. Don't do anything here. Go to your browser and just refresh this one. Are you seeing this one? So this is how you can set up your LAMP. Clear for now? So can we cover one more thing? Is it fine for today? Fine, huh? There is only one small topic left. Actually, it is a 5 minutes concept. That is your virtualization. Carry on. Okay. So let me take input from online people as well. What is the use of LAMP in real-time scenario? Everything you will be your LAMP setup only. Okay, you can do whatever you want. Whatever the servers you are working is completely of one LAMP setup only, Manikanta. Sorry, Anjanelu. So what about online people? Like, can we continue for 5 more minutes or is it fine for now? Carrier, like what about rest of the people? We have 20 plus, right? I got only 3 people. 5 minutes, can we carry on or can we stop? Okay, we can proceed. What about, yeah, continue. Stop. If I get response, I'll start or I'll stop. Up to now, okay, carry on. Okay, continue. I'm getting a lot of continuing message only. So it is only a small topic actually. Okay, let me cover it. It won't take more than 5 minutes. And this is the command. If you want to log into the root, you can use this command. For example, let me log into the root user. So it is the command MySQL -u, username is root, and -p means password. So enter password. Our password is my_secret_password. Are you able to log in now? So the thing is, we have set the password and we can able to log in like this. Give exit from here. Perfect. So now we are going to set up the virtualization. What it is? Sir, what is virtualization? First of all, like virtual environment, we need to learn, not virtualization, virtual environment. Environment allows you to create and manage virtual environment for Python in its package. Completely is for Python only. Virtual environment is for Python only. On real time also, I have worked on virtual environment. The majorly we have used it for Python modules only. Okay. It allows you to create isolated environment for same or different Python code bases. You can create a separate virtual environment for developing, for production, and allow your application to run in virtual environment without breaking anything. That means, so you can create virtual environment for different environments. Production environment, we can create virtual environment. Staging, we can create virtual environment. As well as dev also, we can create virtual environment. Code is going to be the same, but it runs on the depending upon the virtual environment. For different environment, we have different codes, right? But on virtual environment, we can run the same on all the environments depending upon the virtual environment we want to run. Sir, how to set it up? First of all, we need to install the Python module. What we need to install? So install this Python module here. Click on Y. Y means yes. So after that, we need to install virtual environment. Remember, here using this pip module to install. Which module you are installing? Pip module. So pip3 install virtual env. So now install the virtual environment by using pip module -y I am giving directly, or else remove this one. Are you install environment separately? See, successfully installed virtual environment 20.16.7. Have you installed it or not? Okay. So give ls. So we don't have anyone. Snap is the default one. Okay. So now what I am going to do is I am going to create a directory. What I am going to create? So create any of the directory. So mkdir raham cd raham. So raham is my project name actually. So here you need to set up the virtual environment. What to set up? Sir, how you can set up the virtual environment? So give virtual environment dot environment name. So give virtual n dot, for example, I'm giving prod environment. What I'm giving? So the production is already set it up. Okay. So it is going to set up the prod environment. So if you give source, so go to here, ./bin activate. It is the default path to activate. Okay. .prod/bin activate. See, I am not giving these commands normally. I'm just pressing it tab. If the tab is working, then these commands are predefined, right? Hit enter. Are we in prod working environment now? .prod. Keep deactivate. Create one more. Oh, sorry. Deactivate. Wait. So now you are on normal environment. If you want to create one more virtual environment called test, what it is? Virtual env dot test. If you want to go to this test environment, source dot test under bin activate. So you are on which environment now? Deactivate. It is the basic part, but real time it depends upon the scenario and the types of modules you are going to work on the virtual environment. Your company will have some separate virtual environment. Okay. Even you can create the virtual environment like this there. Clear for now? So, okay. On today's topics, what we have covered so far, entire setup only, right? We have covered. First one is your Jfrog. After that, Sonarqube. After that, LAMP. After virtual env. It is not virtualization, it is virtual environment. Okay. So that's it, guys. If you are having any doubts on these topics, like you can ask me now. Let's go with online people. Guys, are you having any doubts on today's class? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to upload these documents. So you can take the documents. Okay, Raghavendra, if you want to talk me, like you can speak with me. I'm unmuting you. Go ahead now.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Raghavendra.